To crochet this scarf, I will combine two yarns. The first one is Merino Silk Cotton by LionBrand. It is 50% merino wool, 25% silk, and 25% cotton. I will use a total of these 3 cakes, and each cake has 191 yards. This is a category 1 super fine yarn. The second yarn that I'm using is Bumbo Moonlight, which is 98% acrylic and 2% polyester. The total yardage here is, well, it's actually 462 meters or about 505 yards. So these 3 give me a total of 573 yards and this 505 yards. So I will use about 500 yards for the scarf. I will be crocheting with a hook size I9 or 5.5 millimeters. Unfortunately, this yarn is now discontinued. I'm not sure about this one. This one might be discontinued too. And dear viewers, you might ask me why you're using yarns in your tutorials that are discontinued. And the answer is, this year I want to use up whatever I have in my stash, and only then I will start buying new yarns. But the good news is this is a very simple basic stitch that works great with any kind of yarn. So you can crochet your scarf with any yarn of your choice. You can experiment and combine 2 yarns the way I'm doing it, or you can crochet it with only 1 yarn. You can use solid color yarns or you can use variegated yarns. It's really up to you. Before I start the tutorial, I would like to thank all of the members on my channel. Crochet is one of the lowest paying niches on YouTube, and I'm not an influencer. I do not want to create promotional sponsored videos on my channel. I am a crocheter. I want to create patterns and tutorials and share them with you. So your support is very important to me. The membership on my channel is $2.99 a month, and it's a simple and inexpensive way to support my work. There is no multiple for this stitch. You can start with any amount of chains you want. For my scarf, I started with 261 chains, and the finished measurements of my scarf were 68 inches long and 7 inches wide. But like I said, you can work your scarf with any yarn you want, and you can start with any amount of chains you want. The length of your starting chain will determine the length of your scarf. So for my sample, for the demonstration I'm making here, this is how many chains I will have. I didn't really count them. This pattern is worked with single crochets, and for my first row I will be making single crochets into the back humps of the chain. You can crochet the usual way, inserting the hook into the chain, but if you crochet into the back hump, it will give you a nice edge. So that's what I'm going to do here. I skip the first chain, and into the back hump of the second chain, I insert the hook and make a single crochet. So this is the first stitch of the row, and I'm going to mark it with a stitch marker. Now I'm going to make a single crochet into the next chain or the back hump of the next chain, but before I do that, I'm going to insert the hook through the previously made single crochet like this. And now into the back hump, I work a single crochet. Again, into the next back hump, I will work a single crochet, but first I insert the hook through the previously made single crochet, like this. And that's how I continue crocheting this row all the way across. First, I insert the hook through the previously made single crochet. And you should crochet quite loosely, because otherwise it would be very difficult to insert the hook through the previously made single crochet. When I crochet loosely, it's much easier to do that. And also, if you are combining two yarns, make sure they don't separate. So that's how I crochet the first row all the way across. And now at the end of the row, I do the same thing. I work a single crochet into the back hump of the last chain. So that's the first row. I turn my work and I start the next row with 2 chains. 1, 2. These chains will not count as a stitch. And now I do the same thing as before. I will be working single crochets into the back loops only. So this is the first stitch, and over here into the back loop only I make a single crochet. This is gonna be the first stitch of this row and the last stitch when I crochet back. So I'm going to mark it. It is very easy to miss the stitches at the ends of rows. So instead of counting all the stitches, it's much easier to mark the first stitch in each row. And now I continue crocheting as before. I insert the hook through the single crochet I just made, and then I insert the hook into the back loop only, and I work a single crochet. And again, I insert the hook through the stitch I just made, and then into the back loop only, I work a single crochet. And that's how I continue crocheting all the way across. And when I arrive to the end of the row, I know exactly where my last stitch is because I marked it. And the last stitch I will work through both loops, not only the back loop but both loops. But first, as before, I insert the hook through the previously made single crochet, and then through both loops I make a single crochet. This would give me a much better straight edge. I turn my work and I start the next row with 2 chains as before. 1, 2, and into the back loop of the first stitch I make a single crochet. Now I mark the stitch as the first one, which is going to be the last one when I arrive on the other side. And now I continue crocheting the way I did before. Insert the hook through the previously made stitch, and then into the back loop only I work a single crochet. And that's pretty much it. This is how this pattern is worked. And remember that the very last stitch of each row will be worked through both loops, not just the back loop, but through both loops. Here I crocheted more rows, and you can see how the textured ribbon is formed. Once you crochet the desired size of your scarf, you can simply fasten off.